Rathbones Women's Under-19 World Championship here at Peppermill Playing Fields in Edinburgh, Scotland. My name's Dave Simpson. Hi everyone, and welcome back to the 5th day of the 2015 FIL Rathbones Women's Under-19 World Championship. We're at Peppermill Playing Fields in Edinburgh, Scotland for this 5th day match. It's this last day of pool play between Israel and Japan. We have Japan leading 15-1. And the players are just coming back out on the pitch. Israeli team had a quick meeting and then just went out onto the pitch and tossed the ball around for a bit, work on their stick skills. Japan seemed to be in their meetings the entire time. As for the umpires, chatting about the first half, and now they're heading out onto the pitch to set up the first draw of the second half. These players are just coming off a rest day. Yesterday they had a chance to do a little bit of cultural exchange in Pollock Halls, where they're all the teams are staying.
We're set to start the second half of play. This contest between Japan and Israel.
The Japanese team spent some time at Edinburgh Castle yesterday on their day off, and the Israeli team went up to St. Andrews and to St. Leonard's School, which is the birthplace of women's lacrosse. You would think it would be back in Scotland or the US, but in fact, the men's game was brought over to Scotland by a women's teacher at St. Leonard's, and she got it started over here, and the first international match was between Scotland and England. Number 27, Jenna Baberman bringing the ball up the pitch. Nice pressure from Japan. A bit too stiff there from number 3 in Japan. So she's put 4 meters behind. Jenna Baberman has the ball. She'll try to move the ball up the pitch here. Nice job switching fields there from Jenna Baberman. Trying to move the ball away from pressure. Ball comes back to Jenna. Bobbled a bit, but she picks up the ground ball. Looking for a lane to goal. Doesn't like what she sees, so she's going to pull the ball behind safely. Her eyes are up, looking for any cutters that might be open. Now she's positioning other players. Setting up the play. And here they go. Let's see what the nature of this play is. She's setting a pick up. Number 15 is setting a pick up top. Portner comes off that pick. Nice feed. Ball went to the ground, but because it was a foul from number 15 of Japan. Good look there from Israel. Good set play. And it's earned them a free position. Chance for Israel to score their second goal. It's number 10, Jenna Portner with the ball. She's on the center hash. Should get a good look here. We look for players to shoot with power and accuracy and perhaps put a little fake on it. She tried the bottom left-hand corner, but it's covered by the Japanese goalie, number 1, Chihiro Onoki. Apologies again for the pronunciation. Oh, nice. Jenna Baberman has checked the ball away from the Japanese goalie. She's now carrying the ball, looking for cutters inside. Number 6 from Japan pressuring out a bit, but choosing not to go behind. And again, they're going to set up a play. And here we go. It's the same play. So you'll see number 15 from the back come out and set a pick. That's attempting to, they're going to do a slightly different look this time. So now they're moving the ball out to number 15. Ball's back behind. And Jenna is calling a play. They're now going to isolate her on the other side now, but she's walking it back over to her strong side. So they're setting up a stack high. So you'll see all the players up top are in a stack, and they'll look to run off that stack, trying to find space and cut to goal. Jenna has her stick up. She's looking to feed to an open player. Instead, she chooses to drive, looking for space, and she's found some, and then the ball's in the back of the net. Nope, I'm sorry, it's going off the post. And it's wide on the left side. Because the Israeli player, number 10, was closest to the end line off that shot, ball remains in Israel's possession. Number 10, Jenna Portner, looking for space. Pulls the ball wide. Japan are not going to let them rest on the ball. Number 10 from Japan pressuring her number 10 counterpart. This is a way you can sort of take a team that is looking to do a settled play out of that out of that attempt. I call it tearing a page out of their playbook, not letting them run a play they want to play. They want to run, rather. Jenna Baberman again holding behind. Her eyes are up, looking for cutters, calling out instructions to her teammates. Nice patience here from Israel. Running their stack high play again. Number 15 cutting up the middle. Wasn't quite open though. The Japanese defenders are marking them quite well off these cuts. There is no time limit to these possessions. They can hold the ball as long as they like. They can hold the ball for the entire match if they care to, but with Israel being behind and looking to score some goals, certainly want to be patient, but they can't wait too long to score goals here. Sorry. So there's a stack off to the side now. So the ball's on the same side as the stack. That's a bit unusual. Jenna Baberman pulling the ball up top, and they'll try to attack from a different angle here. Clearly they want to run their offense through Jenna, but now she moves the ball along to number 18. The ball's gone a bit awry. Serena Kale picks up the ball. Just put a foul against Japan. Now it's ball to Israel.
Excellent. This is probably not in the frame, but the Israeli coaches are giving in nonverbal communication, so that's how the plays are getting across to the players. So arms in the air in different stances. That's why Israel is switching up their plays every once in a while. Jenna Baberman has the ball. In no hurry to get rid of it. Oh, Japan looks to bite. Do they get it back? Ball's on the floor. Israel gets it back. With number 10, Jenna Portner. Again, back to Baberman. Clearing across, giving her a lane to goal. Oh, a little bit of a nudge on the outside. Keeps possession. Japan seems to be pressuring out just a little bit. Not relaxing, not letting them have nice, easy passes. Number 31, Ayana Sunshine, currently has the ball. Make a pass off. Ground ball, Japan has the ball right in the center. Ball's on the left in the transition play. Pushing the fast break opportunity right down the center. Is she gonna go to goal? She shoots, nope. She makes a nice pass, hits off the post. They get it behind, now on a settled attack. Again, ball swinging around. Oh, nice feed into the center and a nice quick shot by number 10, Asuka Nu. And yes, it has been confirmed a goal by the umpires. So we go back to the center draw. After a goal, both teams can freely sub out of their subbing boxes. They have to use the boxes that are in between the two teams, but they can sub as many people as they want to at any one time in between goals. So we set up the draw.
Goal for Japan, scored by number 10, Asuka No, assist to number 17, Yoko Kuwajima.
22:45 remain. Bit of a scrum, ball still on the ground. Japan, number 18, comes up with the ball. Ball's on that right-hand side, no pressure. Can hold it for as long as they want. They're looking for good, easy looks into the inside now. They're not going to thread that needle and make bad passes. There's no point. They're up by 15 points currently in the second half of play. As Dave mentioned earlier, we are still in pool play. This is the last day of pool play before all the teams are reseeded. This is a great opportunity for teams to work on their weaknesses, passing around for those last 2 minutes, stalling, whatever it may be. These pool play games are very important and allow them to practice in real live situations. Israel now has the ball back. Right down the center. Oh, it's dropped. Japan came up with it. Unfortunately, Israel didn't get it back down the center of the field, so it's now in Japan's attacking end. As you see, the umpires are moving with the ball. They do not stand stationary, but they're looking for the movement of the play, trying to get into different areas on the pitch so they can call it the most effectively. Israel, Jenna Beaverman now has the ball right down the center. She is one of Israel's key attackers, has really swung the momentum for Team Israel. Trying to split two Japanese players. It's a push call on Japan, so Israel's ball on the outside of the 15-meter. Ball's on the ground, and Japan comes up with it. Number 6, Eric Ikawama. Number 3, Hirona has the ball. You'll also notice she's wearing an orange armband. That could signify that she is the captain of the Japan squad. Israel now has the ball. Number 23, Tahali Ichi, is coming down. Again, turnover to Japan. Errant passes in the midfield easily cause turnovers. So Israel just needs to tighten up their midfield transition just a little bit.
Sakura やるときは最初のワンワンが弱すぎるから押し上げられるんだよ。
Ball's up at the top. They're just passing back and forth, trying to burn a little time off the clock. In no hurry. They're looking to spread the defense out.
Well, when a match ceases to be competitive, which I think is fair to say at this point of this match, with a 15-1 lead for Japan, again 16-1 rather. Again, the coaches begin to look at the takeaways as they go into the next round of the tournament. Japan on this win will actually move into the championship bracket and will, and then the Israeli team will move into the platinum bracket. Oh, nice goal from Japan there, number 3, dropping her stick so that it can be confirmed. And that will take it to 17-1 for Japan.
Goal for Japan, scored by number 3, Kaoru Hirano. Assist to number 16, Saki Sekiguchi.
Okay, as they're resetting the next draw, it's a chance to tell you a little bit about what is going on in parallel with the U-19 World Championship that we are watching here. There's also a U-18 festival going on in the pitches alongside here at Peffermill Playing Fields. There are, I believe, 16 teams competing. In Group A, we have Central New York Elite. Israel have sent a team. Lady Eleanor Hollies, or Hollis, or Halls, do my best there. Midwestern have sent a team. Potomac Team HLA. The under-18 Scotland development squad is here along with Wales. That's Group A. Group B, Abbots Hill, Capital. England have sent a squad. Hawks, Minnesota Lakers, Ontario, steps, and 1 buffalo. So they're competing in a 3-day tournament alongside here. So this is really, truly a celebration of women's lacrosse here in Edinburgh, Scotland. Gal Peretz has just cleared the ball to number 23. Jenna Baberman bringing the ball up the side, and Israel looking to move the ball up the pitch and getting another run at goal here. Again, they're kind of dancing that sidelines a bit. They've got to watch it there. Errant pass, number 15, picks up the ground ball there. So as I mentioned, Japan have qualified for the championship bracket. The worst they can place is 8th. And this is the last day of pool play, so those brackets will commence tomorrow. The championship match taking place on August the 1st.
And right before that draw was set, we saw an Israeli player run off. They actually had too many players on the pitch, so that's why they sent her off the center circle. Japan then got the ball, but Israel was able to transition it back. At this point, there have been no goals since that person was sent off the pitch.
Okay, Japan are happy to move the ball around the outside, so why don't I catch up a little bit on where we stand with pool play. In Pool A, we have Australia, Canada, England, USA, and Wales. USA are 4-0 in that bracket coming into today. Canada are at 3-1. Australia at 2-2. And then England and Wales each have 1-3. I have to tell you, that bracket is much closer than those results will tell you. We've had 3 overtime, including one of the longest games ever in women's lacrosse. It is a very, very close bracket. It's a very good thing to see in women's lacrosse, seeing that kind of parity at the top. So that's terrific action in Pool A. In Pool B, we have Colombia, the Czech Republic, Finland, Germany, and Scotland. And Germany and Scotland both stand at 3-1.
Goal for Japan, scored by number 9, Mireille Tamaki.
Finland 2-2. The Czech Republic 2 wins and 3 losses, and then Colombia 1 win and 4 loss. And it was Colombia are sort of in a way the mascots of the tournament here. Everybody's taking them under their wings. They really only just got their squad together very much at the last minute. They have players that have not played the sport for very long, but in a terrific show of camaraderie, all the other teams have kind of taken them under their wing and given them a hand and supporting them, and they got their first win for their country. So terrific on Colombia there. In Pool C, you have Israel, Japan, New Zealand, and the Republic of Korea. Japan lead that group 3-1, and they will go to 4-1 here on this result. New Zealand are 2-2. Republic of Korea 1-3. Again, Korea, this is their first U-19 World Championship tournament. They got their first win as well. And Israel have yet to win, and they will go to 0-5 on this result. So that's what's happening with pool play. And tomorrow the championship bracket and the platinum division bracket will be determined, and we'll play this out to gold, silver, and medal and bronze medals.
That shot hit the post. Japan was able to get it back, throws it back up at the top with 12 minutes, 15 seconds remaining in the second half of play. They're looking for high percentage shots here. Again, they're not going to push anything that they don't have. You'll see a lot of players run into the center, get double teamed or triple teamed even, and not make a shot. But number 13, Narumi Nakui, has another goal of the match. There was also an assist, by number 16, Saki Seguchi.
Goal for Japan, scored by number 13, Naomi Nakui. Assist number 16, Saki Sakaguchi.
The only result so far from today is a win for the Czech Republic against Colombia, 22-7 earlier today. It's about 1:20 local time here in Edinburgh, Scotland. Cloudy skies. A little bit of a wind, enough to keep you a bit chilly if you're not moving around, but not enough to bother the players, certainly.
It's going to be Israel's ball on that call. I believe it might have been called as raking. It's going to go to number 29, Sivan Ville. The umpires are gathering just to confirm the call. They're going to do a toss between the two players. So they're going to bring him to the sideline. And she will toss the ball. And again, on her whistle. On her whistle, both players will go for the ball. Tosses are used in lacrosse if a call is somewhat contested, or if two players do a foul at the same time. So the ball is thrown underhand, not directly at their faces, but a nice soft little toss. And she switched the players, as you saw. You are not on the same side that you're scoring on, so you're almost defending your side of the goal. Japan came up with it. Ball is currently with number 11, Suzuki. The Japanese team is very vocal, which is an excellent quality to have on an attacking end. They are always communicating with each other, when a call is played in. They are all echoing it. That's very, very important, especially when you have big crowds or bad weather, just so everyone can hear what is exactly called in. Ball's behind. She swings it to the left-hand side. Ball's up now at the top. She's looking to drive. She has an open lane, but decides to dish it behind. Skip passes are also used in lacrosse. You don't have to go, necessarily pass to the person next to you. Skip passes are an excellent way to move the ball much more quickly, and again, put the defenders on their heels, especially if they're expecting it just to go clockwise or anti-clockwise. It switches things up just a little bit.
Well, again, the Japanese players are being instructed not to attack here. There's no interest for Japan to run up the score on anybody here. So this is the sportsmanlike thing to do. And yet the Japanese coaches want to keep their players sharp. So it appears that they're having them do 2 or 3 laps, maybe 4 laps around, and then allow them to attack, although it's unclear whether they're going to attempt to attack at all. Score is 19-1 with 8 minutes and 20 seconds remaining of running time clock. Running time meaning that they will not stop the clock if a goal is scored. So if they're going to move the ball around the outside, it gives me a chance to tell you about some matches coming up later today. Again, it's about 1:25 local time. At 2:30, we have New Zealand versus Germany on this pitch. At 3 o'clock, Australia versus Wales. That will be a terrific match. At 5 o'clock, Scotland versus Finland. At 5:30, Canada versus the Republic of Korea, and then really a cracker at 7:30 tonight, England versus the USA. Okay, Japan happy to move it around here as the clock runs down. 7 minutes and 30 seconds remain. Really been a terrific tournament for these young players. Again, the camaraderie among the teams, the cultural experiences they get as they visit Edinburgh and Scotland, and it's really just a terrific place to have hosted this tournament. And the thrill of representing your country on any level is just incredible. So good on these players.
さあ相手動いてくるかも。
As in the first half, Israel are electing not to pressure the ball at all here. Although they are starting to creep out a bit here, so maybe a new tactic is being called in. With 6 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. Number 18 looking to drive. She finds the lane to goal and puts it in. Weak side low on the goalie Gal Peretz. Another goal for Japan. That takes us to 20-1.
Goal for Japan, scored by number 18, Rei Ikeda.
That's Rei Ikeda's first goal of the match to bring it to 20-1. Timeout Israel. They have a 2-minute timeout. This is their second of the match and their last and final timeout.
Japanese squad looks relaxed as they come into their meeting. Really not much to talk about just now. Just reminding them to keep their sportsmanship together, to stay tight. You don't want your team to relax too much here and then become sloppy in their play. So yeah, they want to protect the ball, make their passes sharp, stay sharp for their next match. Israeli team are talking about it, keeping spirits up. So it's a 90-second timeout here. Umpires meet in the middle of the pitch to talk about any calls they saw and critique each other a bit, give each other feedback. We're just at 6 minutes remaining with a 20-1 lead for Japan. So after the match, the teams will have a man of the match award ceremony. They'll do a bit of a warm down and a stretch. They'll go back to their changing rooms here at Peppermill Playing Fields, see their physio, get any treatment they might need. And they have a bus that takes them back to Pollock Halls, where they all live together. These are dormitories belonging to the University of Edinburgh, as these Peppermill Playing Fields are owned by Edinburgh University as well. And again, they've been terrific hosts. Off to the left of the pitch is a bit of a hospitality area. There's a hospitality tent where special events are held. I believe there's some tastings going on today. I may drift over there myself. There's also a food tent and a bit of drink. UK Lacrosse has been a tremendous supporter of this event. They are there providing stick tech support and also selling equipment. Some of these teams will not have much of a culture of having, retail lacrosse stores in their country, so it's a chance for them to buy gear, new sticks, new heads, new stringing, and new kit to take back with them to their country, so that's nice. Nice dish to number 9 here, who shoots high, but it's a nice save from Gal Peretz. It's a loose ball, number 13 from Japan picks it up. Gal pressures her behind, but now she's back between the pipes. Number 3, another high save from Gal. She looks to clear. Dishes it out to number 22. It's gone astray. Number 13 from Japan picked it up. Didn't see the sidelines, ran it out of bounds. Ball to Israel, who will be looking to transition here. Just over the hedges to our right, we can see the U-18 festival matches going on. We can hear a bit of chatter from over there, the sound of distant whistles and distant yelling. All right, number 18 from Israel brings the ball out, gets it to Jenna Baberman. Number 27 does a nice dodge to find space. Japanese double team, she breaks it, and she's off to the races now. Again, Japanese pressure. She's just danced out of bounds, unfortunately. Ball to Japan. Just coming up on 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. It'll be ball to Japan. would say Japan have controlled their scoring here in a very sportsmanlike way. They could have really gone quite a bit beyond 20 goals here, I think. And as a coach, 20 is the magic number for me. That's kind of when I take the foot off the gas as well, and hope that opponents, if I'm on the opposite side of that equation, have that same courtesy. And that way nobody feels like the score's been run up on them, and fair is fair.
Israel's coach just yelled then pressure on the ball. Again, as with a lot of the second half, Japan is just trying to hold the ball up top. So Israel wants to pressure out and try and force them to make bad decisions. They're sending cutters from all different directions, wide open. With about 3:20 left, it would be fantastic if Israel could hold them for the last remaining bit of time. Number 13 shot the ball, lower left corner. She shoots and she scores. Number 13, Narumi Nikui. This is her second goal of the half. So we go back to the center circle with roughly 3 minutes remaining.
Goal for Japan, scored by number 13, Narumi Nikui. Assist to number 3, Kaoru Hirano.
The clock, it'll be a stop clock at 2 minutes. Despite the score, the team support has not lacked at all. Israel has been very supportive of everyone on the pitch the entire match. Israel, Jenna Baderman comes up with the ball off the ground. She's driving hard. She gets knocked a little, cross body check, or excuse me, a push rather. Looking to drive, but decides to go behind. Settle it down a little bit. Ball's on the ground. Japan comes up with the ball. We're under 2 minutes remaining. Japan has an excellent transition down the pitch. It's very fluid. They time their passes just right, so no one really has to slow down in the midfield. Passing the ball up at the top. Israel's pressuring out a little bit, but not a large amount. They're still letting Japan move that ball around rather easily. There is 1 minute remaining in the second half of play. Ball goes behind, now with their goalie. Just trying to stall just a little bit, hold that ball. They have nice long passes, looking for the open players around the pitch. 40 seconds remain. We are now on yellow flag, so red flag, less than 30 seconds. Japanese goalie now holds the ball. She's out of the crease, so she can hold it for as long as she wants. Are they gonna try and get the last shot off, or are they gonna hold it? With 3 seconds remaining, looking like they will hold that ball. And that is the game. The final score, 21 to Japan, 1 to Israel.
Okay, that concludes this match between Japan and Israel in the 2015 FIL Rathbones Women's Under-19 World Championship from Peppermill Playing Fields in Edinburgh, Scotland. This is Dave Simpson along with Jen Cohen. We're coaches with the Scotland National Senior Squad. We've had a good time just commenting on this match and talking a little bit about lacrosse, our favorite subject. We have 21 to Japan, 1 to Israel. The teams now will meet back with their coaches. In about 10 minutes, they'll have man of the match, and then we'll be on with the rest of the day here at this tournament. Thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of the tournament.